Hi everybody. Okay, so we are going to break apart the clothes, you know what I mean, and all the parts of it. Because I guess what I have found in my experience is that sometimes people dread the clothes. Like it's fun playing makeup or it's fun doing the facial. But then it's like the anxiety I think consultants sometimes have is in the clothes. I guess the reason I know that with women, and teaching women how to build successful careers. But B, I remember the feeling, and I remember being a new consultant, and I remember not wanting to actually do Mary Kay because I was not a pushy person. And so I think the conception of sales is equivalent to pushy in a lot of people's minds. And so I really, I guess, first of all, want to walk you through the mindset of closing, and then just help you how to have a good close at the same point. So if you did not know, in ancient, I think Greek, that the word sele, it actually meant to give. And so people didn't have money, but they would give things. And so the origin or the root word of to sell is actually to give, which I think is really cool, especially in this Mary Kay context. And so I think the mindset for you to think about is, first of all, I always tell people almost how I book people too is like, just come and have a good time. I don't care if you buy anything or not. Like sometimes if people say I don't have any money, then say good. It's all good. It's not about that anyway. Just come and have a good time and, let me get some experience with the new product line and we'll just have a good time. So I think that it's just the lightness of this is what you need to think about. If you're in Mary Kay long term, you're just going to know that mindset is critical. Mindset is your success because if you just know right off the bat that you're going to have parties where you sell tons, you're going to have parties where you sell nothing. But the only thing that matters is you just keep going, right? It's the law of averages. So it's nothing you are or aren't doing. Well, this video will help you. But it really is just nothing ever disappoints you and nothing ever gets you down. Because I think when you show up with the intention for others and not like, oh my gosh, I hope I sell so much tonight. It's just a different mindset. So I think it's the spirit in which you arrive because we arrive to serve. We do not arrive to get. And I think from the beginning, people can feel that. And so if you're nervous about sales, if you're nervous about coming across as pushy, then you can just take all that in your head and squish it up in a ball and throw it out your trash can because that's not what Mary Kay is about, nor is that how you are supposed to be. So that's really cool. Okay, so the individual clothes, the table clothes, all that. I just feel like, first of all, when I started Mary Kay, I almost felt like people were doing me a favor. Like, oh my gosh, would you come with me to this Mary Kay thing? First of all, that's not how we ask. Do you want to come to this Mary Kay thing? It's like, no, hey, girl, I'm so excited. I just started this Mary Kay thing and I am really excited about gaining product knowledge and product experience. I don't need you to buy anything, but I'm just kind of gathering women to try out all of our new product line. Is there any reason I couldn't grab you, and have you as one of my practice models? It'd be so fun. I would say yes to that. And then just say, awesome. That's so fun. Well, if you really, really want to help me, my goal is to see 30 faces this month. So I really get my hands in the product and see different women, different skin, just different people. So if you bring some girls to me who don't have consultants that are over 18, then I will totally hook you up with some free product too for helping me get my goal done. So you can always take a person and turn it into a gathering. You know what I mean? And someone said once, it was so funny, we don't even go to the bathroom by ourselves. So why would we want to go play makeup by ourselves? Or, this is fun. It's what you do with friends. And I feel like we get to create an environment that's unavailable. I don't know the last time I got together with a group of my friends, unless it was Mary Kay event, where we just went and did something fun together. And that's what we do. We get to create environments of fun for women to just like be in camaraderie. And had it not been for the product, they wouldn't have gathered, it's so good. So anyway, so when they arrive, I think the mentality is it's not about you. I mean, yeah, we're grateful they come, but they're not the one doing you a favor. You are the one doing them a favor. I mean, they get to try one of the top leading products in the beauty world for free. I mean, that's amazing. And it's such high quality products. You know what I mean? It's not like come try the number 32nd product in the nation. I mean, they are literally trying. I mean, we have some of the world's leading scientists in Mary Kay, and not only are they trying this product, they are investing in a product that makes a difference around the world. I mean, what we are able to do because people buy products, I mean, we are literally changing lives of women and children around the world. And I could go into that on. But the truth is like, if I know I can purchase something that's going to make a difference, I want to buy that, I mean, with our domestic violence against women and children, cancers affecting women, that because they are choosing to purchase Mary Kay, not only are you supporting me and my family in buying local, you're supporting a business that is born and bred and made in the US of A. But also you're making a huge impact by choosing to purchase Mary Kay on women and children around the world. And since over 20 years, we've raised over $74 million for cancers affecting women and domestic violence against women and children. I mean, yeah, I want to buy that. And also, here's the other thing to take the thought and just smush it around in your brain a little bit. But, when you look at our products, they always say, are usually half to a third the price of department store brands and a couple dollars more than like your discount stores like, Walmart or Target or Walgreens or whatever. So they are getting the best deal for their money. And their money is supporting a person, like literally a person. And always say, because when you purchase with me, you are supporting my life, you're supporting my family. But right now, here's what I'm working on, we're working on a trip to Disney World, or this is what is my extra money that is paying for my trip to Europe, or, who knows? But let people know, because you purchase with me, not only does it make a difference with me, but it makes a difference to women and children around the world and families. And we make a difference, and that's what we're committed to. And not only that, but you are going to be one of the most on-trend women. Mary Kay is cutting edge. People are following us. We are following no one. And we have no competition, because competition is when you're comparing yourself to someone else. And that's not what we do. This is a business about contributing. And we are contributors. And you guys, so what you do is powerful and honoring. We honor women. And if they choose to purchase from you, this is what's amazing about it. And if not, that's not why I invited you here to begin with. But I just want you to know that what we do matters, and we do this together. So those are just some thoughts, I think, initially about closing and the mindset of sales. Be proud to do what you do, and be proud that you get to save women time and money. That's the other thing. The time of going to the store and guessing is horrible. I remember before Mary Kay going to the store, and I had no idea what to buy. And there was 5 or 6 aisles of just stuff. And I didn't know what would be best for me. And I didn't wear a lot of makeup because I didn't know what to buy. And it's not like I was opposed to wearing it. I just was not willing to buy a lipstick and then it looks stupid on me. And so you are the one who are helping women. You can drop this off and deliver it to them. If you have product on hand, you're literally just handing it to them. I mean, think how much time and easiness. They're going to be the first every season to be able to be the first to try out all the new product line that's launching. I mean, you are going to keep them looking and feeling great forever should you choose to purchase Mary Kay. So, okay. And Mary Kay always said that it's just as honorable to sell as it is to buy, because I buy stuff every day, you guys, and I don't look at whoever's selling it to me like, I don't like you. You're selling me this. I want it. I'm buying it anyway. So it's just as honorable to sell it as it is to buy when you're selling it with the right intention and the right spirit. I mean, they're going to buy stuff anyway. They wash their face anyway. So they might as well get taught what's best for them and know why it makes a difference, and know no one's going to care about you more than me. I mean, does the store follow up with you in 3 days from now to make sure you don't have any questions? Does anyone follow up with you? I mean, no one follows up, and we care. So anyway, okay. So then the other thing, mindset wise, is, if you think about the sales part as, this is what Mary Kay said, and I always thought it was cute. She talked about how, okay, so pretend, you guys, that I just finished a party. Okay. And it was amazing. And your face feels great. So you're all sitting around the table with me right now. Okay, that's what's happening. Okay, so let's say let's say I've invited you to this party. Okay, and I'm going to talk about, and I'm showing you how to make a cake. Okay, so you'll see the comparison in a second. But okay, you guys, I'm like so excited you are here today, because I'm going to teach you and show you how to make this chocolate cake. Now, the chocolate cake that we're preparing today is a one-of-a-kind unique cake, because, I have ordered and had flown in these cocoa beans, and they're recently pressed. And so you are going to have the richest chocolate you've ever had. And the frosting was whipped. This is whipped frosting that, was prepared with only the select and most special ingredients. And here's how you make it. And I've made it, and you can smell it baking, right? Like, smell it. And I love eating frosting, which probably is not a good idea, but I do. And so, like, everybody, here's a sample of the frosting. It's so good, isn't it? I know. Okay, let's frost this cake. And now I'm going to set it out in front of you. This is the most special cake in the world. Okay, good. Well, thank you for coming, you guys. It was very fun showing you this cake today. And then imagine that I take this cake and walk it away from you. You would be like, so sad, because you would want to try the cake. You would want me to offer you a slice of cake. And that's exactly how the party is. I mean, you've taught them, you've blown their mind. They're in love. They love the product. And if you walk away from the close, you leave them with their mouth watering, and you never offered them a slice. So the close is not about trying to get them to buy something. It's about listening to them and figuring out what they would like. Like, someone talked to me about when you go to the doctor and you talk to them about what you're looking for, what's going on, and they talk to you and they ask questions, and then they prescribe you something. That's what a close is. It's like, okay, so we learned all that today. So what are you looking for in your skin? What's most important to you? And that kind of comes in when you're pre-profiling them and all that. But it's not about trying to get them to buy stuff. It's like, okay, what's most important to you as far as makeup goes? Did you like this whole look? Was the foundation important? Let's break this down, or whatnot. So you guys, I know I've spent almost 15 minutes talking about this, but this is critical. Your mindset when you approach a close matters, because you can't be confident the whole way through and then just take the cake away at the end. You know, you see the whole thing through. That's where your results are at, is a strong close, because that's where you're booking parties from your parties. You're booking marketing plans. You're booking leadership calls. Everything, your sales, everything full circle happens in a close. And so that's the mindset that I just wanted to make sure you have, is how fortunate they are to be with you and to have tried that from you and to be working with a company with a conscience. So that matters. Okay, so here's the deal. At the beginning of a class, a lot of times, like if you remember in high school when you wrote an English paper or something, they always say you tell them what you're going to talk about, you do it, and then you tell them what you did. And so a lot of times at a party, I might say something at the beginning like, thank you so much for coming. You guys have those flip charts now. So here's a little bit about Mary Kay. Here's why I love what I do. And here's what I'm most excited about with my business. And here's why we matter. And here's how we make a difference for women. And so what we're going to do today, I'm so excited, is you're going to be one of the first to play around with all these new products. I'm excited to get your insights, and your face is going to feel amazing. And then at the end, I'm going to kind of give you all your options. Please don't feel obligated. It's not why I asked you here. But I am going to give you your options today. And then what we'll do is I'll work with you guys one-on-one at the end. You can ask me any questions and we will book you for your follow-up facial. So I hope, we're going to have fun. Let's get started. So you tell them what's going to happen, you do it. And then at the end, when you're like, okay, Sarah, come with me. She's not like, what's happening? You already told them. It's the close. So at the end, what's kind of going on is you always want to give them sets. They always say you give them like 3 options. So for example, what I do, but you also have those, in your starter kit bag, you have those closing sheets you can do with the dry erase marker where people can circle their sets and stuff. So you can totally use those. Or you can use like any of the closing sheets that I have, but it's basically giving them options. So like I do, the Queen of Everything, is one of my sets that I do. And that's where there's this roll-up bag. And what's cool about, you'll see, because if you watch any of the other videos, I'll do it. But I give them 3 options. Because that way their mind can think in sets, and that's important. So I give them their options, and then that's what a table close is. Another fun thing that I've heard with a table close, I'm just kind of giving you guys ideas. And if you want to play along, you can. Okay, so it was, okay, you guys, so here's all your options today. Here's your sets, and it was so much fun. You guys look amazing. So what I want you to do before we do our individual close tonight is I want to put this into perspective for you, okay? So everybody close your eyes. All right. And I want you to think of an outfit that you have at home, like a really, really special outfit. And this really, really special occasion that you wore it for, okay? So think of this outfit. All right. Now I want you to walk into your closet and go get that outfit and walk it out. And I want you to lay this beautiful outfit on your bed, okay? All right. And then I want you to go into your closet and grab, like maybe you had to get some special shoes for it. So go get your shoes that you wore. Go put your shoes out. And maybe you had to get some really cute like jewelry to go with it. So if you had to go get some accessories, oof, love those little things. Go get accessories and put them out there. And then last thing is like if you had to get any special little undergarments or anything like that to wear with this thing, then go grab those, set it out on your bed. So this beautiful outfit is laying out on your bed, okay? Now I want you to add up how much all that costs. So your special outfit, the shoes, jewelry, total package. So go ahead and take a second and try to figure out about how much that was. Okay, then go ahead and open up your eyes. Okay, and let's hear about this special outfit. So Sarah, what was your special outfit? Tell me about it. Oh, it sounds so pretty. So pretty. And how much did that outfit cost you? Okay, $300. And how many times have you worn it? Twice. So that was $150 and you've worn it twice. Okay, and then you could do that around the table if you wanted to. Or you could just say, does anybody want to tell me about your outfit? And then how many times have you worn it? But it was $150 for 2 times, okay? Now, I want you to know that this is your face. This is your face. And we can always buy new accessories. We can always buy new shoes, but we only have one face for the rest of your life. And how we take care of it every day matters. And so $150 for you wearing it 2 times. This is your face and you wear it every day. So with these sets, it is going to be like around $1 or $2 a day for you to take care of the only thing that you have no choice to wear for the rest of your life. Okay, so Sarah, I'm going to grab you first because I know you're excited and this is really fun. So grab all your papers, Sarah. Grab all your papers in front of you and we're going to go over here. Here's some fragrances, you guys. Here's the cookies. You can play around with some of these lipsticks if you want to, and then I'll just work through you guys one-on-one and we'll have fun. Okay, good job, guys. Okay, Sarah, grab your stuff. Come with me. So that might be a tablecloth. That's where everybody's there, okay? And then you're having her take all of her paperwork and come with you. And I started with Sarah because Sarah was giving me some clues that night. So you always start with whoever's the most excited, right? Or, I've had parties where people are sitting there going, okay, I'm going to want that. Yep. Write that down. I'm going to want that. And so you start with whoever is most excited or whoever is like telling you, I'm going to buy that. Okay. And then when you sit with her, the key is this is like, she's your friend. And so you don't really sit across from your friend because that feels more like a business transaction. I like to sit beside people because I want to sit beside my friends. And so I usually sit beside her and you're switching voices, because you probably had more of a presentation voice while you were talking to everybody, but now she's your friend. And so you're just kind of like softening yourself, so that you're not intimidating, I guess, or whatever the case may be. You're switching roles and you're like hanging out with your buddy now. Okay. And so you're sitting beside her and I usually say, oh, I kind of forgot to cover that. So let's back up and say, let's say I'm closing the party, right? And they have those customer profile cards, and the customer profile cards, that's the thing where you have them fill out their name and all those questions it asks them. And so on the back of the profile cards, I usually at the very end when I'm done, I'm like, okay, you guys, so we're going to go ahead and close you guys out tonight. Here's a couple sets that I'm going to give you. So here's your options. If you, whatever, and now flip your card over and on the back, go ahead and write down number 1. And I just usually do in that box that says notes, on the back of a profile card. It doesn't really matter where. And I just say, okay, number 1, did you have fun tonight? Yay. Go ahead and write down, whatever and what your favorite thing about tonight was. And I just ask a really general, easy question first. And then number 2, for your follow-up facial or for your mineral makeover. So like I only do one or I only do one or the other. So like I'll do a facial and maybe match their foundation, but then I'll wait and do their color. And that way they can book me for a party to do their makeup. So I do a game. Okay, you'll see it in one of the other videos. So I won't explain it again. So I'll say, okay, now for your mineral makeover or for your follow-up facial, go ahead and we can go ahead and write down if evening, weekend, or daytime works better for you. And let's say you have a full-time job. Well, daytime isn't an option. So you can choose your own, you know what I mean? So you could say, is evening or weekend better for you? I'd write that down. Okay. So when we get together, if you want to help me towards my goal, which is my 30 faces this month to really get some product experience and all that, we can do one of 2 things. We can either do just you and me, or we can do you, me, and free. And you, me, and free is where you earn some free products and you get to invite your own friends. And I'm going to spoil you rotten and you're going to feel like $1,000,000 by the time I'm done with you. And you can have a fun night with your friends at the same time. So go ahead and write down if you want to do either you and me or you, me, and free. All right. Yeah. Okay. And then the next one is if money were no object, which one of the sets would you love to take home with you tonight? Would you want the queen of everything, the princess of quite a lot, a basic set, or individual items? I think that would really only be if you were doing a skincare class, because with makeup, it's a little bit different, you know? But I usually ask them, if money were no object, you know, in dream world, what would you love to take home with you tonight? Would it be like everything I'm totally in, you know, or whatever? And then the last one would be, if you are willing to help me with my leadership training, and do either a coffee date with my Mary Kay director, or a coffee or a call or just a three-way call. And that would be amazing for me. I know Mary Kay is probably not for you, but it's great for my training. Go ahead and write down yes if you wouldn't mind being one of my people who help me train or learn. Go ahead and write down yes or no. Okay, so that might be the questions that you ask. And then, sorry, I actually have a really good thing, but okay. And then, so that leads us, now that we're with Sarah. Sarah's brought all of her products to the table. And then I might say something like closing questions, you know, like, so Sarah, did you have fun tonight? Yay. What did you like best? Or what did you learn? And all that. Cool. And then I might say something like, well, how does your face feel? Because when you touch your hand, people like copy it and they feel their face and it's so soft and lovely. So what did you like most about your skin? You know, like, how does it feel? Okay. And then, you know, the third question might be something like, you know, a little courtesy question, like, you know, so since I am your consultant for life, should you choose me, you know, is there any questions that you didn't feel comfortable asking in front of the group, or, you know, any other questions that you want to know about your skin or the products or anything like that while we're just sitting here together? And that way she can ask you, you know, whatever. Okay. And then the next question might be something like, okay, so let's talk more about your face. You know, do you feel like taking care of your skin is becoming more of a priority for you? That's usually my opening question. Because, I mean, I feel like everybody, after you taught them about their skin, I mean, everybody probably should see the value of taking more quality care of their skin. So again, I say, so let's talk about your face. Do you feel like taking care of your skin is becoming a more of a priority for you? Tell me more about your skin. Is there anything you know, wish you could change or improve? What did you think about the products tonight? You know, all that kind of stuff. And that way you're just kind of listening and, you know, hearing her, you know, and then when she comes over, I usually take all of her paperwork so I can see the answers to her questions. And so, like, let's say she said, I want everything, and say, okay, so I know in Dream World, you really wanted, you know, the queen of everything. And I do personally, I do payment plans for people. If I trust them, you know, I feel like you can get a vibe for a person. And so a lot of times what I'll do is say, okay, so, you know, do you want me to add all this up for you and I do payments. So do you want me to add this up for you? And I can at least tell you what that would look like. So I don't say, do you want anything? If you've noticed, I've never, maybe as a new consultant, I said, okay, well, do you want anything? And if she just says no, then it's over. There was no dialogue and there was no conversation. But again, like, if I went to my doctor and I said, my knee hurts and, I don't know. And he was like, okay, well, do you want anything? And if I didn't really understand my options, I would just say, no. And he'd be like, well, okay. And that was the end of it. So it's crucial to talk to them. Don't be afraid. I mean, she's either going to get something or she's not, but either way, it doesn't matter. So just talk to the girl or the guy. And so just listen to her and say, okay, well, if we did that, if you got everything, and you get all this stuff for free because you went with everything, then this would be 6 payments of $53.20. How does that sound? And then they say, you just shut up because you got to let her think. So don't keep talking. So you would just say, okay, if you did that, it would be $102.20 if there was no discount or something. Or if you did that, it would be 6 payments of $53.20. And we just can charge your card every 2 weeks or once a month, whatever works best for you. Just, how does that sound? And then, and like, I'll just work on something, while she's thinking, because sometimes people actually have to think, and if you're just talking, and so then you just shut up until she says something, and she's like, well, she'll either say yes, or she'll say, well, what would it be if we took this out? So then I'd take this out, or she'd say, I don't think so. Sometimes, so it's all good. So you just talk to her, because you can do like creative financing. My friend does, it's called a HUP plan, the husband unawareness plan. And that's where it's a little cash, like a check, a little bit of charge. I mean, you can do all sorts of cutesy stuff like that. So first of all, is you get her order. And then the value of having product is obviously you can just give it to her and it's a done deal. And then the next thing is I move along and I say, okay, for your mineral makeover, that's very fun. We want to do you, me, and free. So that's really cool. So let's find a date for that. And if she's like, well, I need to ask my friends, then say, well, let's tentatively find a date that you can ask your friends about. And so then we find a tentative date and get that booked. And then I share with her my hostess plan. Or I don't really like calling it a hostess plan. That sounds like boring to me, like a party package. Ooh, that's fun, like party packages. So here's my party package options. And then you can choose what that is for you. So Mary Kay already has some. If you go to the like resources tab on my website, and if you go to, I think it's like coaching, or it might just say hostess, but I mean, I have all sorts of hostess ideas there. Or you could call me if you can't figure one out. But like I do, one I really like right now is when she brings 2 friends, she gets a $25 gift certificate, which is $12.50 your cost, right? I think that's right. Anyway, and then she gets a little mini swag bag that's full of just Mary Kay stuff. Or when she has 4 friends, she still gets the gift certificate. She gets a bigger swag bag, and then all of her friends, they get little mini swag bags. So that's fun because then all of her friends get something. Or there's really cool flyers out there that are on my website too, or you can Google it, but it's $100 free to party with me. And they get $100 free, and it tells them all the things that they have to do. And like, if you do this, you'll get $20. You'll get another $20 for this. So, I mean, there's all sorts of things out there, but you either find what she's most, or let's say she really wanted the microderm, but she didn't get it that night. Then you could say, well, how would you feel about your microderm being free? And then I'll bring you along like another little something as a bonus present for you. So you can do whatever you want is the moral of the story. But the key is you want to get that next party booked. You want to get bookings from your bookings, right? That's the lifeline of your business. So bookings from your bookings. And then the last thing would be getting her MK meetup scheduled. So if she's local, that's where you can book me on my Calendly, which is my like booking website. It's www. It's a weird word, .calendly. It's like a calendar, but Lee. So it's, you might write this down. It's www.calendly/Rachel Wally. But you can hop on there and you can book me for a coffee date. You could book me for a 3-way call if she's out of town or something. But then the goal is that you do at least 10 of those a month, because 30 faces, 10 marketing plans, you are going to be solid in your business. And so you can book me right then and there, or you could text me. But with the Calendly, what's cool is, let's say she's like, okay, I'm around on Wednesday. Well, then you could literally say coffee date, or let's say you said Pearl coffee date meetup, or something. Like, it gives you all the options on my Calendly for what the moment is. So you could say coffee MK meetup. And she said Wednesday. So you could click my Wednesday and it literally gives you my calendar on Wednesday and you can book a time slot with me. It's really easy. And I will tell you, you have to forgive me. Please forgive me if you book me on a Calendly and we have to reschedule it, because you know what life is like and I'm not perfect. And if I forget to put something on my own personal calendar, or if something comes up in my kid's life, you know, that I need to be there. So please, please forgive me. I'm putting that in there right now. But Calendly is really cool. And after that, you would go get her stuff. And when you send her back to the table, or if they're all friends and they're all there together, you don't have to. But what's fun is when you send her back to the table and all of her friends say, what did you get? What did you get? And if she bought everything, then it gives everybody else permission to get everything. So that's why you start with the person who's really fun, or who you know or think is going to buy stuff, because she just sets the mood, you know, and she keeps the mood going. And so really, you guys, the individual clothes, a perfect party. If you have a perfect party, what's happened is you walked away from the party with referrals, and then you have sales. Not always, don't beat yourself up. It's all good, because again, one party or 10 parties never makes or breaks you when you're always going to have more parties. So anyway, back to the beginning. A perfect party, walking out of a perfect party would look that you have referrals, you have bookings from your bookings, so you have new bookings, you have, and then you have a coffee date set up if you like her. Don't book someone you don't like. If she is not the one, you know, if you do not want her representing you or me, don't ask her. You know, the joy of Mary Kay is we get to work with people who we want to. So if you don't feel like she has a lot of integrity, don't ask her. But also, if she said no, don't be afraid to say, I know you said no, that you were not interested, but I love you and I get to pick the women that I get to learn from. And so I know you said no, and I don't care if you still say no, but you are fascinating and amazing. And I mean, the fact that you do this, I think that's amazing. And I feel like you're a woman that I could learn a lot from. Would you be willing to do this coffee date? Or would you be willing to do a 3-way call anyway? And and it's all good. There's no pressure, but you are someone I really admire and would value learning from. Because I know if basically that hadn't happened to me, because I was like, no, but if someone hadn't said that to me, I wouldn't be here today. So you have to be bold. And if you like her, own that and just say, I like you. And I don't care if you say no, but I get to hand select these women that I do this with. And I would really like it to be you. Okay. So I hope that helps you guys. So please, please, please let me know what questions you have, because that's what I'm here for. You know, that is literally what I am here for. And so I guess I always kind of believe that you should never be frustrated in your business, because if there's anything that you have a question on or you're frustrated about, that's what I'm here for. You can call me, you can Vox me and say, okay, this is the scenario. And then odds are I can give you a couple little shifts and then you go to do it again. And I'm still doing the same thing, you guys. I still learn and make shifts and tweaks, and I do it again and I learn from it. So don't ever stay stuck. Don't ever stay in a question. Don't ever feel bad about reaching out to me, because I want to help you. So anyway, I love you guys and I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you later. Okay, bye-bye.